Hello, and welcome to In Between Two Brews. We're not really doing a show, but the point is that I think we're going to fold this into the beer review thing. Because even though kombucha has a little bit of alcohol in it, it's like 0.5%, and guess what? This one is the second hard kombucha that I've made. I've added some wine yeast. Hold on. I forgot the prop. And here is the thing that I've made, or I've put into this, right? I'll have the recipe below. If you've made kombucha, this is a very simple recipe. It's actually, this is the second one. This is the first one bottled and fermented in here. And this is, I think, the fifth one. I have one left. I did 6 bottles from the hard kombucha, the first, and it was really good. A very nice taste to it. It's basically just a little bit of ginger, that's it. Nice fizzy ginger, that's it. Very simple. The ginger helps with the fizz and the yeast. But the point is, I just want to have a little review of it. This is number 5 for me, and I'm getting a refractometer soon. So I think for the second brew, I'm going to be able to tell what is the alcohol content. They're saying it's 5 or 6%, okay? And I'd have to say it's about there. It's a very mellow buzz. It's a very nice buzz. It's a very long-lasting sort of buzz. It's very mild. It's very nice. Hold on, let me see here. Because there are some ginger things in there. I don't want getting too stuck. I don't want to shake it up. But the way we do it is it's going to be a nice pop, I hope. Not too much, but let's do it. And then I'll flip it over. Move the chair here for now. All right, 1, 2, and look at that. No drops yet. Okay, let's pull out the ginger. Oh. Yeah, it's kind of stuck in the neck there, but that's fine. It's not blown up too much. There we go. I cut ginger strips in, and the problem is they're all kind of congested at the top neck here, but ooh. See, that's completely natural carbonation. Oh, here we go. Perfect. See, that's 2. There we go. So no spills. Perfect. A little bit on the side. There we go. It looks very much like a nice, normal looking generic beer thing with lots of foam on it. It's going to taste great because I've already tried it. There's a little bit of yeast in there. I let this brew too long in the first ferment, or do you count this as the first or secondary fermentation? Because you put a little bit of this in here and new tea, whatever. The first time I did it in here, I let it go a little too long. You can see the bubbles. That's very good. In fact, you can see it bubbling a little bit right now. Anyways, the point is I let it go a little too long here, I think. So I kind of know what to do now. I let it go for maybe almost 2 weeks. 8-9 days is enough. But you can taste the alcohol. It's like a hard cider. It's like a hard tea. Like the Mike's lemonade or something. It's kind of a strong alcohol taste to it. It's not very yeasty, despite the fact that there's yeast in there. It smells a lot more yeasty, for sure. It pours, I think I may have put some, I don't know, that might be extra ginger in there, who knows? Oh boy. Let's get the chair back, actually. But the point is, it's a really nice, mild taste. Ginger in kombucha, whether it's the normal one, alcoholic, it produces a lot of good bubbles. It helps with that process. It's a very mild flavor, even though ginger by itself is extremely strong. Like if you eat the ginger in here, it's very strong. You don't want to eat it, just throw it away. Raw ginger is extremely strong. But when it's in fermented here, it's a very mild flavor. And again, I think it really helps with the carbonation. Yeah, you can see the ginger fizzing here. I don't think you can see it on the camera, but it has a very nice kind of peachy flavor, peachy look to it. There's no peach in it. It's just the tea and the ginger. And the tea is just an Earl Grey, so it's not even a peach. I had a black peach tea thing. I don't have that anymore. I have Earl's Grey. This is Earl's Grey. This is Earl's Grey. But the yeast makes it look a different color. That's the only difference here, is the extra. Yeah, this is the one they recommend. I'll link to it below. If you've done a kombucha, you can figure it out. It's on Reddit, has good recipes on it, or I'll link to it. I'll link to the normal recipe and I'll link to the hard kombucha recipe, but it's pretty simple. You know, I'm very happy with it because I get to make my own alcohol. They say this is 5-6% alcohol. I can kind of feel a little bit mellow, buzzed out, which, you know, listening to leaf blowers all day long kind of helps. But it is pretty amazing to be able to make your own alcohol, and you don't need to wait a long time. It's just you let it sit there, and then you put it into bottles. It's amazing, like these. This one's actually fermenting. This is, yeah, I mean, I only had 4 of these to make because you have to put about 2 bottles worth, maybe 4 cups into here, and then some new, right. Anyways, it tastes real good. It is a hard kombucha. You can taste it's not an alcohol that kicks you in the face, but you can tell it's a little strong. And it's a very mellow buzz. I don't think I've ever experienced this with, and you drank a lot of different kind of beers, a lot of different kind of wines. I think this is the nicest, most mellow kind of buzz I ever had. It's not overwhelming. It doesn't kick you in the face. And it's a very mellow kind of feel to it. So that's really it. You know, I'm inspired now to make. Is it hard to do wine? Do you have to wait years? Because it's like, I don't know, can you just do a quick kind of grapey, juicy wine thing? Because if this takes a week in here, this one actually took about 2-3 days, and then I put all of them in the fridge to stop the fermentation process. So a little more than a week here, probably closer to 2, and then maybe 2-3 days out here pressurizing, and then extra sugar, of course, right? But it took, and again, it should have taken probably a week here, maybe 2. So in under 10 days, you can get 5-6%. That's what they're saying. I haven't measured it myself. That's amazing. You know, can you do wine in these things? I don't know. I'll have to try. Maybe some beer. I've always wanted to do beer. You know, but it's like, no, this is good. We've done kombucha. We started this 2 years ago. We started this a few weeks ago. This is something good. We're just going to be a brewery here, in between 2 brews. That's the show.